Learning Science at the Creek. Morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Learning Science at the Creek with your favorite former science teacher, Mr. Melcher. Today we're going to talk about force, motion, and energy. It's important for two reasons. First, it's going to be on the STAR test. It's actually going to be all over the STAR test. Secondly, you learn a lot about force in 6th grade, so you really need to kind of get the foundation right now. Force is easy. It's something I asked my kids every day last year. A force is a push or a pull. So if anybody asks what is force, it's a push or pull. You push something to move it, or you pull something to move it. Pretty simple stuff, but you have to remember it. There's 3 types of force that you're going to learn about this year. The first is gravity. You throw an apple up in the air, it's coming down. Not because you're not strong enough to throw it up and make it go forever, but because the earth has a force called gravity that pulls the apple back down. The second force that you need to learn about is magnetism. Now, every one of you guys has played with a magnet. You probably know that a magnet has a north pole and a south pole, and the opposites attract. If you have a north pole of a magnet facing a south pole of a magnet, and they get close enough, they'll slam shut and pull close to one another. They'll attract. They don't stick. Magnets attract. They don't stick. Remember that. And if you put the 2 north poles together or the 2 south poles together, you can use one magnet and actually push the other one without touching it. The third one, and the most difficult one to remember, is friction. Friction is any time 2 objects touch one another, there's friction, and that's a force. That's usually the hardest one to understand, but that's the one we're going to talk about most today. Let's do a little example here in my yard from very chilly Chicago, and I'll show you kind of how friction works. Come with me. Here we are. We're on the side of my house, and I'm standing on my lawn that you can clearly see, green grass, and right next to it is a little patio here. Now the patio is made up of smooth, hard brick, and my lawn, of course, is made up of grass. And here I have a basketball. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to roll the basketball. I'm going to push it lightly. I'm going to try to do it the same each time I push it. And I'm going to push it first on the grass, and then I'm going to push it on the brick patio. Which do you think, or where do you think the ball is going to roll further? The patio or the grass? Hopefully you said the patio. You're right, and the reason why is friction. You may not have known why, but I'm going to show you why. Okay, let's roll on the grass first. Okay, here's the basketball. I'll push it very lightly. It maybe went a foot. The reason is it only went so far is because of friction. Every single spot where the lawn touched the grass, every little blade of grass that touched it, everywhere it touched the ground, basically grabbed at the basketball and slowed it down. Now, we can take the same basketball over to the brick patio, set it here, and I'll touch it very lightly. And it just keeps on rolling. Of course, until it hits the grass, and then it'll slow down. The reason is because when the basketball is sitting on the brick patio, it's hardly touching at all. There's not a whole lot of surface. There's not a lot of contact between the brick and the basketball. Just one little spot. The less contact there is, the less friction. The example I used in school last year was I told my students to take a bowling ball and lightly push it across that real dirty carpet that we have in our classroom, and then take it and push it just the same amount out in the hallway on the nice smooth concrete floor. Where's it going to roll further? The concrete, because there's less friction. It's actually making less contact with the hallway than it is in the carpet. You guys will learn about this a lot during the next few days. Keep in mind, a force is a push or a pull. There are 3 types of force. There is gravity, which is basically the earth pulling something down towards it. There's magnetism, where magnets either push against one another or pull one another towards each other. Remember, magnets don't stick. They attract or repel. And finally, there's friction, which is anytime two objects come in contact with one another. That's all for today. Look for more videos as the year progresses. Good luck on your tests. And if you see any of my 6th graders from last year, give them a hug and tell them I love them. Bye.